Alright, so we are actually back. It's been 3 years since the last time that, since last time we actually uploaded anything. You can tell from the little title here, we are going to be playing Dead Rising 2. If anybody knows about this game, you guys know that there is an achievement here that you have to kill like 72,000 zombies. It is a pain in the ass, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and just record that. We will have the gameplay just be playing in the background, as there's really not much to do, and besides just going over and over. And I do already have a few kills. I've been doing this way before we even got this set up back. But a little bit of background, what's going on with the whole setup. So we got the Elgato. I can't remember what the version was, and this thing was a fucking nightmare to set up, man. Like, it literally took me like, I don't know, like maybe 5 hours just to figure it out. And the moment I did figure it out, I started to realize that, it started to hit me like maybe this thing is not gonna work. It reminded me of the time when we had the Hop Hog HD PVR, for example. For anybody that knows or has ever used an HD PVR, you will know that that thing was just really bad to just set up. It would work occasionally, and then sometimes it wouldn't work. This is how it worked with the Elgato, and I was actually pretty bummed out about it, and really discouraged too, because I've been hearing a lot about how the Elgato was like the best capture card. This is what all those successful YouTubers use, and for some reason it just wasn't working. So I started to think, maybe it's just the software that I'm using. Maybe my laptop, desktop, whatever, maybe it just isn't powerful enough to handle the Elgato capture card. So yeah, there I was, like 4 or 5 hours in. Me and my brother, which you probably don't remember if anyone's even still here. I know it's been like 3 years, so I'll be surprised if anyone's even here after 3 years. But if there is, basically the channel it does consist of me and my brother playing video games. So basically going back to the story, me and him, we were just trying to figure it out to the point where we just got so fed up that we ended up just postponing it, getting some food. And then after we finished eating, we came back and we tried to finish it. And then finally, I don't know what the hell happened. I probably fixed something or changed something in the settings. I finally got the fucking thing to work, and here we are, just recording our first gameplay after 3 years. It's been crazy. So first and foremost, I just want to say I'm sorry for not uploading, for just completely abandoning the channel. It's 100 subscribers isn't something to just completely leave behind. I know some people, when they reach 100, it's like a big deal for them, and it was for us as well. It definitely was. Getting 100 subscribers, just having two dumbasses literally just playing like Call of Duty, especially split screen. Reaching 100 subscribers was a pretty huge milestone for us. So it wasn't like something that we took lightly. It was, it just went back down to the line of us getting the wrong capture card and having a really bad, just bad equipment. Because on top of that, we also did have a blue snowball. I actually currently am using the blue Yeti, so hopefully this sound is a little bit more crispier than the older videos. Because we had the blue snowball back then, and that for some reason that microphone just didn't work either. And we just did everything wrong, honestly. We got a really horrible capture card. We got a really bad quality microphone, because we really tried to do the cheap route, and the cheap route ended up just being like probably the worst thing we could have done, because it just wasn't doing any kind of quality stuff. Now we are in a little bit of a better position. I will say so myself. We had the luxury to kind of actually go out there and purchase some decent quality equipment. Besides the minor hiccup that was the Elgato, just the startup thing. It does seem to be capturing the video pretty smoothly. And mind you, this is actually footage that I recorded like late last night, like around 11, around 11 p.m. So, so the quality is pretty good. It's pretty crisp. And yeah, so I guess that's basically what I really wanted to say about also why we sort of stopped uploading stuff. Was because we just had really bad equipment and we didn't have the luxury to just go out there and buy stuff. Um, I know it's been 3 years, but I think now we are, we have a little bit more of a better idea how things work on YouTube. We have, uh, like I said, we already have pretty decent equipment, so I think we should be pretty good to start recording stuff. I really have a bunch of things planned. What I want to upload for future content. For example, like I mentioned, me and my brother do upload in this channel, so I don't know exactly what he's gonna be planning to upload. He has his own little ideas that he wants to upload, or what he wants to do for the channel, and that's fine. I definitely will assist him with whatever he needs. For me, for example, I have like a pretty solid idea as to what I want to do. I do want to play at least 3 games at a time. So for right now, I am just currently playing this Dead Rising game. I know it is a pretty old game. It is the remastered version, mind you, but even that is still like 4 years old. But I'm just trying to get the Zombie Genocide Master Achievement, and that's one thing I do want to bring up. So my goal is for the channel is I want to reach at least 1 million gamer score. So that's a pretty long term goal. I am currently sitting at a 160k gamer score, I believe. I wish I could have just popped up my gamer score on there. I might do that in future videos when I'm doing more commentary on it. Uh, but I can show you guys where I'm at. So I still need a pretty links away to reach that goal. But like I was mentioning, I do want to at least implement 3 videos or different types of games at a time, which will, I think, expedite the 1 million gamer score. And I do want to say that I want to play at least one AAA game, depending on what game it is. It might be a game that might just come out that year. I don't know, whatever the seems interesting to me. If it's something that might be 2 years old, as long as it's a AAA game, that's fine. I just want to have fun and enjoy what I'm doing and enjoy the recordings that I'm doing. So I might even ask in the future if you guys want to see this particular game. Of course, I don't want to make any promises on if I'm going to be playing it, because I don't want to put those type of restrictions on myself where I'm stuck playing a game that I probably don't have any type of enjoyment, and that can be a little bit of a chore. So I'd rather just play games that I find interesting. So that's one thing. I want to have at least one AAA game on the list. And then I want to add 2 indie games, because I don't believe indie games get as much love and attention as it should have. There's times when there might be like a small indie game out there that gets the traction of a very popular YouTuber, and that's great. I absolutely think they deserve that, because I've been pretty surprised lately with the type of indie games that I've played. And some of them are pretty good games, and it's a shame that they don't get enough attention. And one of those perfect examples I do want to mention, that something that just popped in my head, was a game called Auction Free. Auction Free was a pretty cool indie game. I thought it had a lot of layers, considering it was from a small studio, and I just wish I could have recorded some of that gameplay, because it really was a very captivating story. Another indie game that I did play, I want to say I don't believe it would be considered an indie game, but maybe it might be. Is Life is Strange. That was also another pretty amazing game that I never really heard of, besides maybe just seeing pictures on like the Game Pass. And then just one day I decided to pick it up, and I was completely blown away by it. It was a pretty solid game. It was so good that I even ended up getting another game that I actually have, or that I am going to be recording footage for, which is from the same developers that made Life is Strange, which is the game called Tell Me Why. So I don't want to get into that game until I actually show the footage for that, so I can get a little bit in depth into it. But yeah, that's another indie game that I am playing. Another indie game that I am currently playing is a smaller game called Haven. Again, it's another short game. I do believe it should be short. I honestly don't even know, but it is a pretty solid game as well. the story is a little bit it's a little bit corny, but it is what it is, and I'm actually enjoying playing it. But that ultimately is like my goal as to what I want to do for the channel, because that's another thing I believe was kind of like the beginning of the end for our first run. Uh, we didn't actually have like a solid plan. We didn't know what we were doing. We're literally just playing Call of Duty. We're split screening and just doing multiplayer. And we might play a little bit of multiplayer here and there, but I don't necessarily think I want to do it anymore. Especially now that the latest COD titles are pretty bad, to say the least. Like Call of Duty Cold War was really horrible. Modern Warfare was completely ruined by campers and stuff like that, and we were just really huge fans of just like the fast pace. Black Ops 3 days when we're just like jumping around in our jetpacks, just pushing and and being overly aggressive. That's like my kind of type of shit, and we can't really do that now. It's all very very slow pace, very tactical now, and I always even say it's way too realistic, honestly. And on top of that, the skill-based matchmaking on those type of games are completely horrendous. I do not want to, punish myself, or I don't want to. I don't want to punish myself for for being good. I wouldn't say I'm like the best, but I'm decent, and I don't want to. I feel like it's completely ass backwards that you're being punished for getting good at the game. It just never makes sense to me. And the last title that we ever played competitively was Black Ops 3. And right there, you rarely saw like skill matchmaking. I don't even think it existed. Maybe it did, but it wasn't as heavy as it is now. So that's why I don't believe we will ever play multiplayer games again, like especially for shooters. We might play like occasionally, to unlock an achievement. But other than that, I don't think we'll be playing like multiplayer games, competitively with like other players. I think that's just way behind us now, and it's just a huge headache. So definitely, that's one thing that we do want to change from the channel. We don't want to, just continue uploading like games that we just don't have any desire uploading, because it's just gonna end up being how we felt 3 years ago, where we're just very, on top of that, with the whole equipment not working, but we're also not excited about the content that we're recording, because it was kind of annoying having to, play against a bunch of tryhards and all that. So, definitely, yeah, I think that's a pretty solid idea. Hopefully, you guys, for the 100 that stuck around, are maybe a small fraction stuck around. Honestly, that's a little bit too much to ask, but, if there is by any miracle people still in the channel, well, welcome back. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I am very sorry for, being away for as long as we did. But if not, any newcomers, anybody else that found our channel, welcome to our to the EggZaMonkey channel. There's another thing. I also kind of wanted to change the name EggZaMonkey, but I got, I thought, there's like a little bit of emotional attachment to it. We've had it for so long that I figured, what, let's just keep it. So I just kept it. EggZaMonkey. It's it's just what it is. It's a kind of dumb name now that I think about it, because we did create this shit like 5 years ago. We didn't upload it to to our channel, but we had our channel for like a little over 5 years ago, I believe, and it's kind of weird now just listening to it. Just hearing the name EggZaMonkey sounds kind of weird, even stupid, but it's whatever. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and there wasn't really much besides me just going over zombies over and over again. I still need quite a bit to go to unlock the achievement, but we'll get there eventually. I do at least 10k like a day, so my sanity will still be intact. I obviously don't record the whole 10,000 kills, because I have actually timed myself, and it takes me like 30 minutes to get 10,000 kills. So I'm not gonna make a 30-minute video just literally mowing down zombies with the car. It's just it's not necessary. But I will be playing them in the background, so I can get to that achievement much sooner, and I will make a video once I do hit the 72,000, so we can enjoy that that wonderful pop of the achievement unlock, especially for this one. And because it is just 20 gamer score for all that work. But hopefully I can capture that on camera so we can all enjoy that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I do appreciate you guys checking out the video, and welcome back to the channel. If you like, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to. I honestly don't really mind if you do, as long as you just subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I'll upload another video tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and you take care.